south, north, west, and east. Hold on to your seats because we are going all around the world.
So in this segment, we take a trip around the world to a different country from time to time. We learned a lot about Germany, as a matter of fact. And this time around, we're going to be learning about Russia. Ilya's joined us in the studio. Well, first of all, welcome to Morning Special.
Thank you.
Second of all, sorry I didn't drive you here this morning.
That's absolutely fine. You're leaving so early.
Yeah, you know, Illya and I have met each other on numerous occasions, so many different times. And one day I was in my parking lot and Illya walked by and I said, hey. And he said, hey. And then we figured out that we're neighbors, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was funny.
It was funny, yeah. Well, it's great to have you here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Can you say hello to our listeners, please?
Yeah, hi everyone. 안녕하세요. 러시아에서 온 일리야입니다. 모닝 스페셜 청취자 여러분들 아주 반갑습니다.
So, of course, you became famous from the television show 비정상회담.
That's right, yes.
And it's been a while that you've been in Korea. How long have you been here now?
It's been 13 years for me.
13 years.
I know, right?
Been a long time. And what made you decide to come?
Korean was my major back home in Russia, so I started to learn this language, and then I came here just for a language exchange, so I stayed here.
Yeah. So we're going to be learning about your hometown today.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm very, very excited about. Before we get started, though, you have a quiz question for us.
I do have a quiz. So the question goes... A huge geographical region that is generally known for its cold weather and mainly located in Russia is A. Sahara, 2. B. Siberia, and C. Bacteria.
One more time, please.
A huge geographical region that is generally known for its very cold weather and mainly located in Russia is A. Sahara, B. Siberia, C. Bacteria.
ABC 1, 2, 3, 1 Sahara, 2 Siberia, 3 bacteria. If you know the answer, put it on our Bundy board, use Kakao Talk, or text in on your cell phone, pounder sharp 1045 for 50 or 101, depending on the length of your text. We are giving away a Knock Your Life Yohangyong backpack. All right, so let's talk about Russia in general first.
Okay, sure. So, as you guys probably know, this is the largest country on the world. It's one of the biggest countries. If you look at the map, you will know it instantly. It expands for 11 time zones. Can you imagine?
Oh, that's interesting. There's 11 different time zones in Russia.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. From the very west to the very east point, there are 11 hours difference.
My goodness. That's a big, big difference in time.
More than 146 million people live in that country, and there are 23 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Russia, 40 UNESCO Biosphere Reserves there as well.
Wow, pretty impressive. 23 UNESCO World Heritage Sites and 40 UNESCO Biosphere Reserves.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's huge. It's beautiful. It has a lot to offer. And
it must be, with the country being so large, I can imagine that within Russian culture, there must be subcultures because the country is so big.
Not so many,
no.
Really? Yeah, it's quite homogeneous, I would say. We have some differences in language and culture, like at the on the west coast, on the west side of country, but not so many on the east side, because the population generally, it flew from west to east, so it brought a culture with it. So not so many cultural differences between the regions.
Oh, that's quite interesting. Well, when you meet a person, say, well, you're from Vladivostok, and we're going to be learning about Vladivostok today.
Right.
If you meet someone from St. Petersburg, for example, do you know they're from St. Petersburg without them telling you? Or from another part of Russia?
I can figure it out, like, not directly, but from some words they're using, or if they talk about their experience in life. You know, like, for example, if you're talking about St. Petersburg, and it has a special flavor about its citizens, like, they are not very... they're not in a hurry, like Moscow, for example, because it's a huge city and stuff. You can say it from some clothes fashion.
That's interesting.
Mimic the way of speaking, how they speak, how they think about life and stuff. Like those small things, not direct things, though.
Right on. Oh, that's cool. All right. So before we learn about Vladivostok, can you tell us about the quiz question one more time, please, Illya?
Sure. So the question goes like, a huge geographical region that is generally known for its cold weather and mainly located in Russia is A. Sahara, B. Siberia, and C. Bacteria.
Put your answers on our Bundy board. Use Kakao Talk or text in on your cell phone, pounder sharp 1045 for 50 or 101, depending on the length of your text. We are giving away a Knock Your Life Yohangyong backpack. All right, so we'll listen to a song, and when we come back, we're going to be learning about Ilya's home city of Vladivostok. I can't wait to learn about it because it's so close by.
It is. It's really close. Much closer than you guys think it is.
Exactly. So we're going to learn about the food and other things from the city as well. First, here is Tiago York, Ticket to Ride. All right, so today with Illya, we are now going to learn about his home city of Vladivostok, Russia. So, where do we start?
Okay, so I would like to start with a very simple fact that Vladivostok is much closer than you guys think. It's just 1 hour and a half flight.
1 hour, 30 minutes.
Yes, 1 hour,
So
30
close.
minutes
Yeah.
from Seoul, direct flight. It's very close. And despite the fact that it's very close, it's very different from Korea because it's part of Russia with all the Western culture and stuff. And one of the most distinctive part about Vladivostok is that it's a port city. It's surrounded by the sea. So because of that, we eat a lot of seafood. We have a lot of the very famous and very pleasurable thing to do in Vladivostok is to take a boat for a sea ride, for example. We often go to the sea because you can see from every point of the city. The city itself has a lot of hills and mountains, whatever. So you can see city from absolutely any point in the city. You can see the water. There are a couple of very good spots in Vladivostok. Since I said it has a lot of hills and mountains, there are a lot of observation decks throughout the city. So you can go up there and you can take a lot of great pictures. And we have this Golden Horn Bay right in the center of the city. And if you go to the observation deck that is called Eagle Observation Deck, you can actually literally see the city from the eagle point of view, which means that you can see all the city center from that. It's really high. It's located right in the center of the city. And as you can see in the picture, you can see this beautiful bridge. It's been built just a couple of years ago. It connects several neighborhoods in the city. So that bay is called Golden Horn Bay, just the same as Istanbul, Turkey.
So prior to a couple of years ago, how would those neighborhoods have been connected? What would you have had to do? Where would you have had to go?
You'll have to circle all the way from the bay. Like in San Francisco, you have to circle all the way to go to Auckland. So the same thing, you have to circle all the way around the bay to get to that neighborhood.
Citizens must have been so happy when that bridge was completed.
Absolutely. That was the happiest moment in the city.
That would have been a really, really big deal, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
What about food in Vladivostok?
Well, since I said it's a port city, we have sea there. So king crab. Something that Koreans really like. It's really, really cheap in Vladivostok. You have to know it's really cheap. It's about I guess the whole crab you can get for $30-40.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Samman or sammanon?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. For the whole crab?
For the whole thing.
Oh my goodness. You go to a restaurant in Korea, it's what, 20만 원 maybe?
Yeah, around that. And for that, we have those shijang, markets right in the port, so you can go there. It's very fresh. It's new. It's just caught, and it's you can get it on site and just eat it there with a bottle of beer. It's you can have a very fun time there.
So cheap compared to other parts of the world, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Lucky you. What else? What other things than king crab?
You can have a lot of shrimps because still it's as I said, it's a sea city. One of the very famous thing, like I guess they did a TV program about that too. In Korea, when you basically think about shrimps, you just think about one kind of it.
Okay.
There is just like that red thing.
Yeah.
And it's like small.
Yeah.
In Vladivostok, we have more than 15 types of shrimps.
15 different types of shrimp.
Yeah.
Really?
Starting from the very small ones and to the like big ones, like king shrimp, whatever it's called in English. Yeah. And they're very cheap as well. And you can go there, you can have a sit at the bench in front of the sea and have them with a beer and just relax and chat with your friends and see the sunset, you know, all those things.
Sounds great. So because the flight is so short,
Yeah.
it must be quite reasonable in terms of air ticket prices.
It is.
To get there.
It went down a lot. It used to be quite expensive, but it went down a lot recently because we have a lot of direct flights. Russian airlines fly here. Korean airlines fly here. So yeah, the flights are everyday flights.
Right on.
So you can go there in the morning and go back here in Korea in the evening.
Oh, a day trip to Vladivostok.
Absolutely. You can make it a day trip.
How cool would that be? All right, so you're going to teach us some Russian expressions now.
Yeah, those are the very basic expressions.
Okay.
And so we start with hello,
Okay.
which is привет.
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 Yeah, that's hello, hi.
okay.
We still have, right, just as we have it in Korean language, we have panmal, which is like less formal way.
Oh, there's
to
panmal
say-
in Russian?
Yeah, there is like
Aha.
less formal way to speak and like more formal way which you use to elders and stuff.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So привет is panmal. So it's like hi,
Yeah.
hey, what's up? Like
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Then it's thank you. Спасибо.
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 Yeah, that's thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Then, of course, you have to have пожалуйста.
Ooh, this one's harder. Spasiba. That one I was good at. One more time, please.
Пожалуйста.
Пожалуйста.
Yeah. This means please. In all its senses. When you give something to someone or you think something to say thank you as an answer to thank you.
Okay. Пожалуйста.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. And the last one is хорошо,
Хорошо.
which means good or well.
Okay. Хорошо.
Хорошо.
Okay, so let's practice then. So hello is привет.
Привет.
Thank you is спасибо.
Спасибо.
Okay. Please is пожалуйста.
Yeah.
And good is хорошо.
You're really good.
Oh, yeah? Well, привет, спасибо, пожалуйста, хорошо. Illya? Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know what to answer that.
Yeah, right. Well, anyway, thank you for the lesson, and thanks for introducing Vladivostok to us today.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You're going to be back next week?
Absolutely, I will.
Yeah. We're looking forward to that already, and if you need a ride, just knock on my door in the morning.
Absolutely, I will.
Excellent. Illya, thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, Steve.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We'll give the answer to Ilya's quiz now. The question was, a geographical region that is generally known for its cold weather, mainly located in Russia, is Siberia. Number 2 was the answer that we were looking for. And 3477 Nim, congratulations. You're going to be the winner of the Knock Your Life Yohangyong backpack.